Hello, this is Rachel with Mic Drop Miniatures, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this adorable porch swing. So here it is. It's so cute. Love it. And this is full scale. This came in the October 23 Miniature Subscription Box. The things you'll need are glue, your DIY project from the subscription box, and some sandpaper. Maybe also some paint. Stain is optional at the end. Or I highly recommend that if you're going to stain, you do that first. All right, so the first piece we're going to need is so you just pop them out of the little DIY kit. And then you're also going to need C, and those are the ones with the little holes. So they're pretty easy. I'm sorry, not C, B. And those are pretty easy to recognize because that's where we're going to put our screws in later. All right, so here are my bees, and there's the holes like I mentioned, and then I just want to sand down any pieces that you feel need it or wipe them down. All right, where did A's go? Here they are. All right, now we're just going to start gluing. I'd have to sand this. All right, so here we go. The bees are going to be at the very end, so A's are going to be tucked inside. And the most important part here is just making sure that your piece is square, because you don't want a wobbly swing or one that doesn't fit together. Just going to take my glue, put a little dab of glue on each side, and then glue the supports in. I think the worst part is just waiting for the glue to dry. It's really important to make sure before you go on to each new step, the glue is dry. All right, mine's kind of dry, but we're going to continue. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to find G, and these are the big seat supports and backrest supports. They're all the same size, and I'm just going to put glue all the way around our box. And a little trick, if you take some super glue and you put just a little bit on, the super glue interacts with the glue and it gives you an instant bond. So if you're like me and you don't like waiting for glue to dry, you can definitely try this tip and it will help speed up the process. I found this out from a lady at a miniature show probably about a year ago, and it's been a tip that's really saved me a lot of time and hassle, and when you're not patient, it really helps. All right, so I'm going to push that into place, wipe off all my excess glue, and again, just wait for that to really dry good. And you want to make sure that all your pieces are square and flush on the sides. Now, moving on, if you flip the piece over and you grab C, these are just some extra supports that you can glue into the bottom. Not necessary, but I just like a little extra support, so I'm going to go ahead and glue those pieces in and let it dry. All right, flipping the piece back over now, we're going to do the sides, which is E. Those are the back supports. And then the front supports we'll do after that. So it's a little dollop of glue. Again, use my little trick here with super glue. And I'm going to put all four of them, glue them all into the back. Again, you want to make sure that the side ones are flush with the sides of the seat. Trick for this is you can use some Lego pieces, anything that's square, and you can then really make sure that your pieces are for sure square. So I'm just going to hold this in here for a little bit. And now I'm going to grab D. This is for the front arm support. And I'm going to glue that into place. And hold it. And again, before you continue, and there it is, just so you can see, before you continue, I would definitely make sure all your pieces are dry. All right, can't wait anymore. I think they're dry enough for me. I'm going to take the remaining seats, backrest, which is G. There's 4 of them total. And what we're going to do is glue. I'm just going to run glue all the way up those back supports on all 4. There should not be any gaps, so you won't see the glue. And we're going to give a little more of that super glue. And then glue the back boards in place. Again, making sure that they're flush. And you're just going to make sure that all of them are sticking together. Okay, now we're going to go. The next pieces are the ones with the little gap. And I'll flip it here as soon as I can. There you go. And now you can see last piece. This is a super easy project. So much fun, and it looks super cute. It's a modern, very modern porch swing. There we go. So last step is just the armrest. So we're going to put some glue into these little notches. And make sure I'm not square here. All right, so last piece, F, and that should slide right into there. And then you also want to put a little glue onto the front, the bottom of the arm, and then glue it onto that front support. And you guessed it, you want to make sure that everything is dried before you continue. I think the worst is when you continue and it all falls apart. So there it is. So fun, so easy. The last step is to add the hardware. So in your kit, you would have got these little screws. And I already pre-drilled the holes for you to make it even easier. I like to use a tool. If you don't have anything that you can use, you can always probably just use your fingers. But I like just the tool to get it started, and then I'm just twisting it on. And then the only trick here is just to make sure that it's going parallel. And then we're just going to string. If you have string, if you have maybe some chain, I wanted to have the look of rope. So I'm just plugging it through, pulling it through, and I'm going to make a big knot at the end so it stops the rope. I'm going to do this for all 4 sides, and then I'm just going to hang. It's so cute. I hope that you love this tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me. And check out more at micdropminiatures.com. Thanks, guys.